Hey, what is up, you guys? I'm back and working on the Celica some more. So a little bit change of plans. Last video I talked about potentially cutting the harness and splicing in the part that was burned, and my buddy hooked me up with a complete harness, and I just wouldn't feel right about cutting up a perfectly good harness. So it's a little bit more work, but I want it to be done right. With that, let me show you what I got. So I got the wiper motor, and that box there is full of the harness. I got that from my buddy Aaron. And then at Pull and Save, I got a new fan off of the 22 RE pickup. I also got a new brake line off of a 78 Celica, which should be exactly the same as what I have on the 77. It did get a little bit bent when I was taking it out, but I think that'll work perfectly. And in here is the entire harness. He hooked me up with every wiring component that was left in that car. Heater panel. That's pretty awesome. And you guys, he hooked me up. Alright, so I got the harness out. Pretend this is the middle of the dashboard. Pretend that we're looking that direction. We have the main fuse block under the dash here. Here's where it comes out of the side fender on that side. Speedometer cluster. There's some relays down here on the bottom. This is where the rear harness plugs into. Here's where it comes back out to the other side. And from about here to about here is my burnt part of the harness. And that was the part I was talking about, resplicing into it, and that'd be so much easier, but I just don't feel like that's the right way to do it, so I'm not going to do it that way. Alright, you guys, so I got the first part of the engine harness in, and it really wasn't that bad. It was just the front part of the harness. Both sides of that disconnect, so there wasn't that much to go through on it. So let me show you what I got. Alright, starting from this side, here's where the connector feeds through the firewall. There's the fuel relay, the little AA battery looking thing. And then I have reverse light harness and temperature gauge, stuff like that. Runs down here. I've got headlight wiring where it should go. Ran that down on the bottom below the radiator. Both headlights here. That green plug right there actually goes down to the alternator. We've got the voltage regulator, and this plug here plugs into that, which that part's actually going to have to get ripped out because I got to loop that back around through the interior. And that's where I'm at so far. Easy part's done. Alright guys, we are inside the car and I'm starting on it, so let me show you what I'm up against. So first thing, I'm going to take out the center console and then remove the dash cluster and then work down here towards the bottom. Oh, and under here is all my nightmare wiring from when I didn't know how to do stereos. Yikes. What a mess. Oh god, these are hard to do one-handed. Oh, get all this rat's nest in here. Ooh. I have no idea what any of this goes to. Old stereo, I had some fog lights, That goes into this little switch right here. Plug that. Pain in the butt. Alright, so I got all that taken, all the wiring taken out, and kind of looking at where the harness actually feeds through. So I'm gonna have to take out that main heater box because it runs over it. So that's a pain in the butt. Alright, so got more off here, got the whole vent piece off of here. The controls are disconnected, and I'm looking at this. I have this plastic piece that goes up to the defrost, and I think that if I can disconnect this, I might not have to take apart that heater down there, and that would save a lot of time. So I'm gonna try that. All right, so it was 3 screws to get that off, and let's see what we're looking at now. Oh yeah. Yeah, that'll be a lot easier. Look at that, it just runs right up through the top there. Alright guys, so got all the wiring taken care of here. I had a couple of things that were bolted down for ground, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to feed the harness, the new one, in through here. And I've got all of this one still through here, that way I know which way it routes through. I have the new harness all put in here, where it goes to the gauges and everything, but as you can see I have it all wrapped up where it's supposed to be, and then comes out right here next to all the old harness here. So I have them both separate. Now I just have to bring it through the firewall and it should come around right out. So here's the last chunk of harness. That all came through right here. Alright guys, harness is in. I have everything hooked up except for a couple of random little wires here and there. They still have to plug in, but overall looks really good. Actually wasn't that bad putting it in compared to taking it out. I thought it was going to put up a lot more of a stink than it really did. But yeah, turned out pretty good. Alright guys, so I've done a lot of work with the Celica and I have a lot of content. I actually have about 3 videos worth of stuff to put out. Basically this video is just going to wrap up the wiring. I've made a lot of progress. So if you like what you see, please share, like, and subscribe, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace.